Welcome back to the Sheffield United Karimo. Today we will end the summer transfer window. Thank you very much for all of your comments on yesterday's episode and all of the thumbs up on everyone else's comments on top of your own as well. It's really helped narrow down exactly what we need to do in the opening stages of today's episode. You were very keen on a couple in particular. There were some real standouts in the comment section. We are of course looking for a centre mid, a left back, and something else on top of that if funds allow. And well, there were a couple of what we felt were no-brainers with regards to our financial situation as it is, and it seems you guys agreed. So you'll notice that Renato Cardoso has gone to Tottenham, so he's unable to be signed for free now, but I wasn't planning on signing him for free, and I made that point in yesterday's episode. Spinazzola on a free is absolutely something that you guys reckon we should do, so we'll go and do it. Spinazzola, 81 rated, is an improvement on what we've currently got, whilst not being drastically so highly rated that we couldn't yet further improve on him if the opportunity arises in 12 months' time. We'll disregard the release clause. £65,000 a week is fine. I would like to remove that bonus, and I'll offer you an extra £5 a week. I'd rather keep that extra £1 million in the budget. And it's not what they were hoping for, but they will settle. Spinazzola is signing number 1 of the day, but there are more to come. So after having made the left-back signing, we move on to central midfield. Now, ordinarily, I don't tend to go for many regens of big-name players in saves. We try and keep things a little bit more unique than that, but you guys were very keen on the Mihajlo Dragovic, and seeing as this is the last save before FC 24, I will go and sign him. Mihajlo Dragovic, 18 years of age, 6'1" as well, which will certainly help with the physicality. It's not going to cost much wage-wise either. This is going to be a signing that will do us very, very well indeed throughout the course of the rest of this save. He's going to grow presumably exponentially, really, and should be in the mid-80s by hopefully the end of this first season. Recommended wage of 30k. He could have 30k. He'll sign on the dotted line. He's in! A second free... Oh, my guy looks very ginger there all of a sudden. He's in. That is a second free agent signing done, dusted, and more yet to come. So 2 free agents in. Now, we did want to back up right back, and you guys had the option of 3, effectively. Tariq Lamptey, Pablo Maffeo, or Max Aarons. And because it's a backup position, you guys are perfectly happy with Max Aarons. In fact, Max Aarons was the most popular of the options. So, I'm going to try and get Max Aarons done for about valuation if we can. We've not got a massive amount of money, and we are wanting to, like we say, save a bit, if we can, for the upcoming January transfer window, and to potentially be in a position to be replacing Ollie McBurney. They want Kyle Walker. Sorry, not happening. How about 12.8 million? Just say yes to that. Thanks. Now, ask and you shall receive. Thomas Frank says, yep, sure, you can have him. So we'll say ta very much. We'll go and agree contract terms, and that will be a 3rd signing in. And we've not even advanced the day yet. Proper Harry Redknapp wheeling and dealing. He's on 34 grand a week. I'll offer him what he's currently on. He's probably going to want a bit of a wage hike, isn't he? So we'll offer him 44. He should just accept that. And he will. Max Aarons is in. Another new face to join Sheffield United. That's 3 new signings now. And maybe more to come. At this stage, not sure. And who knows how things progress throughout the course of a transfer window, as you well know. So no current plans, I don't believe, to sign anyone else at this particular moment in time. Not permanently, anyway. I am open to loan signings because, rather evidently, we could do with the depth. But with Myers and Lagoussi having not sold yet, I think we're all right for the time being. We'll have a look at the loan market, though, and if something stands out, then maybe we'll pull the trigger. But for now, I'm going to start advancing towards that opening Premier League day game against Liverpool. Saint-Etienne have bid for Chuba Akpom. Frickin' no, mate. Villarreal have come in with 17.3 million for Myers. If you add an extra 10 onto that, then yeah, alright. Maybe so. But I'm not sure you're getting him for any less than 22 or 3, I wouldn't imagine. Will you pay 26? They won't. Spoilers. Yeah, not going to happen. They won't pay the funds, and we won't accept pennies. So I'm sorry. For the time being, Alex Myers stays here, and we'll think about using him as part of another deal. Benfica have bid for Connor. That's a Patreon player. We'll get that done, and then again, remove those funds from our bank account via hiring and firing scouts so that we know exactly what money we actually have to spend as Sheffield United. Valencia have bid for him as well. Connor, you are a sought-after man. Saint Etienne have now bid for... Have they offered the same guy? So they bid for Tuba with some... It may even have been 12.3 million, was it? 12 million plus Maddie Camera, and now they've offered 12.3 plus Maddie Camera for Alex Myers. I'll negotiate. I don't feel like I'm driving that hard a bargain. The kid's only 19 years of age, so pay the money. Oh, 15 million pounds plus. Oh, he's 34. Okay, I think Mikel Antonio is probably not of the ability that we'd actually be needing. We'll negotiate a bit further. No. Who else you got up top though? What you got? Literally nothing. Well, that'll be why they want my striker then. New transfer fee, please. Pay it. I don't. Luciano Vietto. No, it's not FIFA 15. I don't want Luciano Vietto. Just pay the bloody money. Stop trying to palm off everybody in your squad. Oh, fine. Alex Myers stays for now. They really are trying to palm off absolutely everybody in their squad. Marseille now interested in Alex Myers. Let's negotiate. Who have you got? I'm curious because everybody in France seemingly... Oh, hello. Yeah, I love En-Nesyri. They're all pretty good, to be fair. I'm not going to obviously have them in a straight player swap. I mean, should I try? Should I try and get Vitinha in a straight player swap? I just have Vitinha, please. No. Sevilla would like Alex Myers. Now that is what I call a decent opening gambit. £21 million bid by Sevilla. And hopefully this one will be able to be negotiated. Now if you'll come up as far as 24, which you should do, you'll pay it. And absolutely he'll go to Sevilla. Fantastic. Right. Now that would help us out financially for January. Ajax has now offered me Florian Grealish. Plus, I don't want a 29-year-old. 79. No, they won't, and they won't pay the fee. I'm pretty sure. So we've got Liverpool to play in the wrong tab. We've got Liverpool to play in the league, and then Brentford, and then Leeds. We'll probably sim the Brentford one to be fair, and then end the transfer window. But I am probably going to look for a loanee, especially if Myers goes out. Liverpool line up on Premier League opening day. Alisson in goal, Trent, Willy Orban, Eder Militao, Marcos Acuna, Alexis, Yusuf Fofana, Marco Verratti, and the front three is... Well, the front three, as you would expect it, really. But certainly there's a lot of new faces in that Liverpool 11. And we're expecting a tough game. Debuts for us, for David Hanko at the back. And, of course, Spinazzola, the new free signing at left-back too. Other than that, we are as you would expect us to be. But we've also 3 other new signings on the bench that could also make their debuts, or second debuts in the case of Kyle Walker, throughout the course of today's game or episode at the very least. So, plenty of new faces around the place. At the training ground. Not sure where Sheffield United train, actually. But Bramall Lane will be their home this season. And hopefully, the top 4 will be our home in the league table as well. Gakpo. Marcos Acuna is a left back. I would love to have signed, if he wasn't already at Liverpool, Darwin Nunez to the edge of the box. And just at the feet of the attacker, Dean Henderson comes racing out. That would have been certainly 1-0 Liverpool if he'd gotten the shot away for sure. We may have new faces, but we certainly enjoy playing this style of play that we will continue to play moving forward for the rest of the save, really. That's the plan. Anyway, with the 5 back and the switches and the crossing. So if we do look for a Ollie McBurney replacement at some point in the not too distant future, we'll certainly be looking for someone with height and good jumping and heading, that's for sure. Someone like Darwin Núñez would be perfect, actually, but unfortunately, he's probably not going to leave Liverpool to come to me, is he? Not yet, anyway. Oh, it's good football. Darwin has options. He might take it alone. He tries and fails. Oh, ref. Come on now. Marco Verratti can't be allowed to get away with stuff like that unpunished. He better get a yellow card next time that the play stops. I'd be furious if he doesn't, to be honest, because that was nasty. Spinazzola down the line. Reinders. Chuba Akpom spins his man superbly. Chuba Akpom, Premier League's second top goal scorer last season, but he hasn't found the back of the net here. Not many options, and the one he chose to try and find failed miserably. Spinazzola's on his bike, and through that gap could be Reinders. Are we in? We are. Tijani. Eder Militao, brilliant tracking back. He's got the pace to close the gap down and the strength to outmuscle Tijani to ensure we don't have the chance to go 1-0 up. Ooh, I felt like I was in there for the lead. Reinders. Oh, ref. Well, why are you even bothering? What? What? Wait! What? How in the... What? Hang on! What? He's found me on the halfway line. Like that, which is not a foul, and he's given me a penalty. I can't, in good conscience, bury this. Oh, God. I tried to hit it on the red. I genuinely tried to get that when it was on the red. I'll let Liverpool score at the other end. Well, that's a bug I've not actually personally had before. I've seen people message me it previously, but yeah, that's a weird one. I'll try and let one of them score rather than have one of my players have the indignity of scoring an own goal. Go on, lads. You've not got long before half-time. Just go and put it in the back of the net, will you? Come on, I'm literally trying to... How do I do the offside trap? There we go. All step. Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, no! Liverpool equalise! Verratti! Oh, we're level at half-time. Spinazzola. Souza. Steps away from Darwin. Floats it out wide to Jayden Bogle. Early into Oxlade-Chamberlain. Jayden's going to go again. Many in the middle. Many in the middle. Oh! He didn't even shoot. The footwork from Tijani Reinders. I tried to hit shoot, and the angle I was aiming with, he just turned. He's... How? I don't know how he's done that. He's just... They've all ignored him defensively. It's dropped at the back post. He's put it under control, and then just jinked Alisson. And by doing so, it's gone in the back of the net. His first touch is decent. The second touch takes it past the keeper. And actually, that's what takes it in. He doesn't touch it again. What's happening in this game? Jayden Bogle, look for Chuba first. Around the corner. It's Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. At the back post again is Tijani Reinders. And we'll look for him. And Tijani! It's Spinazzola even. On debut, can't find the far bottom corner. Is that Luis Muriel at Liverpool? I didn't see him on their bench. He's going to leave Mo Salah behind. Tijani's there. Spinazzola again. Spinazzola again. Men in the middle waiting for it. One of which is Ollie McBurney's going to squeeze through Alisson. But he's able to get back to it. Nearly another mistake at the back from Liverpool to let us in once more. There has been another mistake at the back from Liverpool to maybe let us in once more. Lovely cross. Militao's in the way. Chuba on the volley. Akpom! Oh, he struck it well, but it was wide. Gakpo. Darwin. Gakpo again. Alright, I've run through Darwin Núñez to try and get there. Oh, I don't know why... Alright. They scored anyway. I don't know why Salah played the first pass back, but he immediately received it again, and that time he was like, I can shoot from here. Like, why is Salah playing a pass there? I'm not sure. The 1-2 works superbly, and they bury it. 2-2 at Anfield. Oh, Oxlade-Chamberlain's left him for dead, and we've got men over. How's your pass? Great. Reinders. Spinazzola, he missed earlier. Spinazzola on debut. Why have you used your right foot, pal? I know it's a 4-star one, but you are so easily on your left. His right-footed effort was worse than his left-footed effort earlier, though, as well, which is what cemented it in my mind that he was left-footed. Cody Gakpo with the delivery. Salah beaten in the air by Vinny Souza. Szoboszlai. Oh, no! It's an excellent effort by Dominic. It's a brilliant save by Henderson, but he can't push it safe. He can only get it into the path of Mo Salah, who's not going to miss from there, even on his right foot. Liverpool lead by 3-2. It's most certainly been one heck of an entertaining start to the new season, that's for sure. Unfortunately, it's going to be a losing start to the new season for us, but we've shown that we can fight with Liverpool here, and certainly on any other day, we might have gotten victory ourselves. Harmer, slightly under hit, but still reaches Bogle. Nah. Yeah, we're going to lose at Anfield, but we've shown signs and put in a performance worthy of a top 4 challenge this season, I'm sure. Especially considering we should only improve between now and the end of the season in our performances and in our results. Harmer. Oh, brilliant interception by Verratti. May only be little, but the intelligence on the man is second to none. Vinny Souza's going to get a foot in here. Run, Tuba. Run, Tuba. Get there. It's Wilfred Ndidi chasing. He's let it bounce. He will get there and clear it. We'll lose at Anfield, but we gave our best. Unfortunately, on this occasion, our best wasn't good enough. But we'll take the 2 goals and the confidence built from it. Although one of them I shouldn't really have had, but they shouldn't have had one of theirs either. A 2-1 win against Liverpool, effectively. First game, literally the first game of the Premier League season, played before anybody else who played any of their games, but unfortunately, it is defeat. Ah, and that's going to be one of the free agents coming in, Dragovic, but actually, what has happened is Alex Myers has gone to Sevilla for £24 million. So, I'm not going to look to spend that now. I'm going to wait till January, I think. Whoops. Well, I've got £31 million in the budget. Pretty sure I'm going to wait till January before splashing that cash. Newcastle have bid £30 million for Vinny Souza. He's good, but he's not a worldie, Vinny Souza. If they pay upwards of 37 or 8, I will replace. But I will not accept anything less than 37. I'll ask for 42, 41. Come on, Eddie. Oh, sweet Lord, they'll pay 41. Okay. As we say, things change quickly in transfer windows. Vinny Souza looks like he's on his way out, and we will have to buy a new central defensive midfielder. All right. And so things change. Right, let's get Brentford done and dusted, and then maybe we'll make that central defensive midfielder signing. We are going to allow for scout reports to come back before we make a signing, so I'm not just going to jump the gun and get one of those names before I know everything about all of those names. But certainly, there are some top quality players on that list. But we've got some top quality players in our squad already. They might not be massively rated overall, but in terms of performances, we couldn't get much better than some that we've got at the moment. And Ollie McBurney's in the box here. And, oh, the shot from Reinders unfortunately blocked. Brentford, our bogey team, of course. We got a draw against them when we simmed at the end of last season, I think. We're trying to work our way through here, but no luck so far. 1-0 Brentford. Raul de Tomas. The 75th minute might just have sealed our fate here. You can see the difference in stamina between the two sides, so you'd like to think we might be able to create something at the end of the game. Oh, we have, but we haven't taken it, unfortunately. I'll make some changes, but with 10 minutes to go, I'm not sure it's going to be enough. It's defeat to Brentford. It's back-to-back L's at the beginning of the season. We might be taking some dubs in the transfer window, but on the pitch, it's straight up L's for us at the moment. And that is Vinny Souza on his way. They paid £41 million, which is just straight profit for us, really. Off to Newcastle United. Now, Newcastle do have a number of strong midfield options already. I just saw a bid there for Harry Maguire. I'd be intrigued to see who else they have in their midfield now, because Scott McTominay's a player we've looked at before. It's not the obvious go-to. They've got Sandro Tonali. Rather evidently he's going to be first team. They've got Toon Koopmeiners, who's 84 rated, who's very much first team. They've got Sander Berger, who's still only 79, hasn't really grown there at all. And Scott McTominay, and now Vinny Souza. So I think Scott McTominay would be a doable transfer for us. But can we do better than Scott McTominay? Probably. Let's see what those bids are then. Souza sold. Roma have bid for Dean Henderson, but we shall reject that. Thank you very much. And they've offered me 20 million for Harry Maguire. It does have a release clause of 29.4, but we'll reject that from Sevilla. Still waiting for those scout reports to come back, and they should do before the end of the window. Now Nottingham Forest want Dean Henderson. He's a popular boy. Might be on his way, as I record this, to Crystal Palace in real life. Niklas Sula signs for Liverpool. That's a huge signing. Some scout reports are back, and some games have been rescheduled, so we should know then our Europa League group then, if we've got loads of games rescheduled. Douglas Luiz is 82 at Everton and looks pretty decent, to be fair. I'd be intrigued by that. Joao Gomez at Wolves, 81 rated. Not quite as good as some of the other options, but certainly a decent player in his own right. Who have we got then in our Europa League group? It's all kicking off all at once, isn't it, here? Let's have a look. We have Lask. We have Mulder, and my brain is dying. I recognise the badge. I want to say Silkeborg or something like that. Is it Silkeborg? Silkeborg! Look at me go. There you go. Lask, Mulder, and Silkeborg. That is absolutely a winnable group, isn't it? By a long way. Certainly. Please give me my scout reports back. Oh, we got one there. No, it's a bid from Benfica for Chuba Akpom. Yeah. Not a chance. Right, okay. Leeds on deadline day, and then deadline day. Robin Olsen in goal for Leeds. Walker Peters, Medina, Verissimo, and Luca Netz at the back. Renato Sanchez and Joe Willock, with Luis Sinisterra, Jacob Ramsey, Wilfred Gnonto, and Jorginho Rutter up top. Very unfamiliar looking Leeds United lineup there. What, 3 real-life players? So, expecting big things, potentially, from this improved Leeds side. Making his debut for me today is Dragovic. So, he's going to come into the midfield and hopefully make some waves and really impress. Kyle Walker starts as well at right centre-back. And back to Walker Peters and Renato. All right, fancy footwork. Jacob Ramsey and Joe Willock. Oh, good save down low, Dino. We're under pressure at the beginning of this season. 2 defeats on the board already. And Leeds United seem like they smell blood in the water as well. Renato Santos with the corner. That's going to be won by Medina. Saved by Dino. And still Leeds press. Up, 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 up. Away! Thank you. Let's get forward. Come on. We've had enough of this defending lark. Reinders. Space. Spinazzola. Dinks. Chuba. It's a good header, but it's a good save. First proper chance of the game for us after our earlier cross was headed wide by the defender and the corner came to nothing. It's been all Leeds until that moment, and looks like it's going to be all Leeds for quite a while longer too. Oh, hello. Go on, Ollie. Go on, Ollie. Oh, too hot to handle, but still kept out. Gus Harmer looking to get away with Chuba there, but can he be found? Yes. Ollie McBurney's in the middle, but does Chuba go solo? Yes, he does! Robin Olsen keeps it out. Little dink forward, that was nice. And Bogle's onside. Back to Akpom. Into McBurney in the channel. Ollie McBurney in the box. Ollie McBurney cuts it back, and Oh, I nearly tackled the goalkeeper. Oh, man. Can't get this goal. Neither side can get this goal. We look destined for a scoreless draw here. Although that was the case against Brentford as well, and they still snuck a winner late on. We'll try and do the same as the red and white striped away shirt. Away team. Corner for Leeds. Mariano on for Renato Sanchez for them. And Malqui on for Leeds United as well. Mariano trying the effort, but it's tame enough for Dino to get to. I think we're going to draw this, don't you? It will be our first point of the season, but it's not necessarily a stunning start to the season that we were after. Although Tejani might go solo here. Oxlade-Chamberlain wins us the game again. I don't care how lowly he's rated compared to the world's best. In game, he plays better than Kevin De Bruyne. We've signed the young Dragovic, and we started him today. But how many times last season did Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain score goals that won us games or pulled us back level in games? Such an important player for this football club, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, and he'll have that starting spot back for the next episode. But who will be joining him in midfield in that CDM role? We'll find out on deadline day, which is just around the corner now, with the final whistle just moments away. There might yet be another goal, but there won't. I'm going to be a real arsehole here and just waste every single possible second I absolutely can and punt it upfield. 3 points for the Blades. Back to the transfer window. Time to spend some money. Transfer deadline day has arrived. We played on it, so we know that already. Julian Alvarez might be leaving Manchester City, which would be great. Pedro Gonçalves might be coming to Spurs. Not so great for our Premier League ambitions. You can see some of the latest deals on transfer deadline day and top deals on the day on the right-hand side there. Cali Mwendo, the biggest so far. We are about to make a deadline day signing of our own, however. Now, we have isolated 4 central midfield targets. Douglas Luiz, 82 rated. You can see his stats. I'm not going to dwell on it. Bissouma, 83 rated. Calvin Phillips, 83 rated. All 3 of these guys are valued under £30 million, or should be available under £30 million, which would allow me about that same value again for the January transfer window if we want to do anything there. The other alternative was Matheus Nunes, who's obviously a cut above, but is every single penny of my transfer budget. And I may not even yet still have enough to afford his fee and his wages. So what we did was we put it to a vote on Twitch live, and the poll went as follows. 59% vote. Oh, you can't quite see the percentages if I do that. There you go. 59% voted for Douglas Luiz, which is more than the other 3 combined. So, there you go. It will be Douglas Luiz then that we sign on transfer deadline day from Everton, hopefully for less than £30 million. Approach to buy. Now, he's a free kick whiz as well as being fantastic in possession. So I'm very much actually hoping that Douglas Luiz will be a significant improvement on Vinny Souza. He'll be just as good defensively, but he'll be better in possession and better on the ball in all aspects. So I'm really hoping that this can get done. And it looks like Sean Dyche and I are going to strike a deal. £29 million. Douglas Luiz is on 45 grand a week as well, which is a very manageable wage. Whether he wants a wage rise or is open to a wage cut, who knows with contracts in FIFA 23. But another man set to come through the door on deadline day this time. I'll offer him important. He'll probably want crucial. He can absolutely have it, of course. That will, I imagine, mean that his wage will be slightly higher. Give me an idea of what you want. I don't think they're going to, are they? No. How about, I'll give him a wage rise, 50 grand. I don't want to risk, I don't want to risk not getting him though. 500 grand a week and £65,000 wage. That should be enough to see him in. He's actually asked for an extra £1,000 a week, twice the signing bonus, and an appearance fee of £1 million. Or an appearance bonus of £1 million. How about 70 grand and that big bonus? Douglas Luiz is in. The fourth and final signing of today's episode. Not the window, today's episode, I think. So plenty happening in this summer transfer window. A big turnaround, as you might expect when a club goes from no European football to European football. Of course, it's the Europa Conference League, not the Europa League itself, as I mistakenly said earlier on. So do forgive that mistake. Right, there we go. That is everybody in, I believe, that we want to get in. Oxlade-Chamberlain will maintain that starting spot for now. Dragovic will not go into the 11 yet. I'm tempted to maybe look for a loanee, but I wouldn't know what position to look for a loanee in. I have 3 strikers for 2 roles. I have 5 midfielders for 3 roles. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 defenders, 10 defenders for 5 roles, and 2 goalkeepers as well. So I don't really know as I need anyone at this stage. And if I just need a body, then I can just recall. I can recall one of the loanees. Quite simply, I can just recall one of the loanees. So I'm happy with where the squad is right now. It's the second biggest deal on deadline day so far. Will it No, it will not remain so. Gonçalves has come to Tottenham for £80+ million. I'm actually going to reject these now. Just to have the body there, should I need it. Sorry, Mr. Neil. Gonçalves to Tottenham, 88.7. Gabriel Veron from Porto to Valencia for 40.4. Cali Mwenda to Everton is going to be an increasingly impressive deal as well. Fabian Ruiz to Atletico Madrid from Paris Saint-Germain, moving on from Liga. Fabian Ruiz was at Napoli, I want to say, prior to going to PSG. Julian Alvarez does leave Man City to go to Bayern, and Paqueta may well be on his way out of West Ham and Manchester bound, but to United, not City. Akanji might be leaving the Premier League. Thiago might be leaving the Premier League. Fabio Blanco might be coming in. That'd be an intriguing one. A bid for Ollie McBurney, which we will reject for now. So I will have about £30 million plus an Ollie McBurney to potentially sign a new striker in January. There is evidently some interest in Ollie McBurney. Intriguing that Ajax are interested in Ollie McBurney, considering Chuba Akpom has gone to Ajax in real life. Paqueta does move. West Ham to Manchester United, £81.4 million. Giant deal for Paqueta, but certainly worth every single penny, I'm sure you'd agree, for Manchester United. And that is deadline day done and dusted. So I will quickly show you all of the deals that went through in this summer window. We'll have a quick look at the updated Patreon players as well. But for ourselves, Douglas Luiz in. Spinazzola in. Hanko in. Aarons in. Walker in. Dragovic in. Archer in. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 new deals. 7 new players this window. A massive turnaround. And certainly a side that hopefully will challenge for top 4 this season. That's the hope, the expectation. Arsenal have bid £43 million for Jayden Bogle. Now, outside of the transfer window, I'm going to reject that. And I'm going to wait and see what the scenario is come January. Because there's no point accepting a bid the day after the summer transfer window. It's just pointless. So, Ahmed Hozic to Man City was an absolute, can't really say no. But Arsenal, well, they're a side we're hoping to contend with this season. So, I will say no to that one for now. Won't see what you guys think of that. But I'm happy enough to reject that for now, considering our ambitions this season. Right, let's have a look and see what happened in the window, shall we? So then, transfer history of this window. Biggest deal. Yikes. Pedri to Juventus, £149.9 million. Why you wouldn't just round it up to 150, I'm not sure. Lautaro Martinez, 121 to Barcelona. Dani Olmo, 102 to AC Milan. Bruno Guimaraes, 96 to AC Milan as well. What a way to spend £200 million. Niklas Süle to Liverpool. Saliba to Real Madrid. Gonçalves to Spurs, we saw. Kubel to Sociedad. Vitinha to Borussia Dortmund. Paqueta, we saw. Pellegrini to Bayern from Roma. I mean, Guiri to Liverpool, that's a good signing for them. Julian Alvarez to Bayern is a great signing for them, not so bad. Not so good for City to lose him. Goretzka to Chelsea. Sven Botman to Chelsea as well. Newcastle with some big outgoings this window. Sadio Mane to Roma. Fabian Ruiz to Atleti. Antonio Rudiger to Atalanta. Mazraoui to Spurs is a big signing as well in terms of quality of player rather than transfer value. Guendouzi to City, Timo Werner to Atalanta. Atalanta spending a bit of money as well. Adam Project going there too. Karim Adeyemi to Monaco. Skamaka to Leverkusen. Boubacar Kamara to Villarreal. Zavez Schlager. Wesley Fofana has gone to Inter. Mamadou Villi's a great goalkeeper, of course. Jalhanoglu's gone to Fiorentina. Zambo Anguissa's gone to Barcelona this window. He's actually very good and would have been someone I'd have been interested in had he not moved to Barcelona for that CDM role. Torreira has gone to PSG. Estupinian to Napoli. Vinny Souza to Newcastle United. Firman to Roma. Varane, we saw. Richarlison to Atleti. Pogba to Paris Saint-Germain. Jimenez to Napoli. Renato Sanchez to Leeds is a great signing for Leeds, to be fair. Absolutely brilliant signing. Nordi Mukiele went to Leipzig. He was a player that was recommended by you guys in the comment section, but I didn't feel like I could really justify at this stage. Moussa Barrow to Benfica. Pabega to Augsburg. Beto. Any others that have any real interest in there? Wijndal to City is certainly one. Munain to Manchester United. Kamara moved to Betis in the window that we've just done. So just as well we decided not to go for him then, isn't it really? And Jedson Fernandes to Hoffenheim is the smallest deal on that list for £35 million. So with regards to you Patreon players then, there's only been a handful of moves. If I show you the spreadsheet first, there has been 2 moves. I need to actually make these red. The only moves that have actually gone through are Colin to Lazio and Connor to Valencia. Everything else is as it was previous to last season. So only the 2 moves, and continually, because they went out on loan for a 2-year spell in January, Scott and Dawson are on loan at Sporting, but they will return to us in January and we'll look to sell them on when the time comes. You could have seen everybody's rating on that list there, but I'll just quickly scroll through this for you so you can have a closer look. By all means, do make sure you drop the video a like. I'd very much appreciate it. It significantly helps the content and the channel out as well. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, to make sure you don't miss out on any further content coming over the next few days and weeks. We are less than a month, dare I say it, less than 3 weeks away from FC24. So we should hopefully have this season and next season finished by the time FC24 comes out. That is the current plan and the expectation. I'm going to have to grind my boobies off to try and get that done. But hopefully we can finish this Sheffield United save exactly the way we want to. With trophies, hopefully with a league win and with a European trophy as well. And that European trophy might come this season with the Europa Conference League as we get our campaign underway against Lask. That'll happen in the next one tomorrow. That's all for today though. Thank you very much for watching and I'll see you tomorrow.